That was their play around Zacian, huh? Just overbuff the all-arounders. Cool.
Just make all the all-rounders broken. Surely Zacian won't be the best then. Just release Mega Rayquaza as a character. It's fine.
Yeah, that's called Zacian, RC.
No, we need at least 2 of them. Otherwise, it's not balanced.
Zacian is Mega Rayquaza, but better.
But better. Alright, and what are all these numbers I've been told to look at?
It's like saying you want to overthrow God by putting in the world's strongest pro wrestler in.
Sableye gets a nerf randomly and way too late. I guess they're preparing for not having Mage Med anymore.
I mean, Sableye is... Actually, it's really good nerfs, because now it can't 1v1 attackers anymore.
So they didn't undo the attack range nerf on Dragonite, but they made it do more damage and survive more. So they buffed Outrage and nothing else. Why?
You know what I think they should do? They should nerf the range of Hyper Beam and then give back the range of basic attacks. So you can't Hyper Beam topside.
I feel like Hyper Beam would have to be much faster then, because it's basically a melee then. And then Dragonite's just all melee. It's not even range anymore. Buzzwole, Leech Life, Healing. Oh god. Superpower, Shield. Oh, I see. The shield is based on the muscle gauge. Alright, so Buzzwole tanks more. I'm noticing a pattern. Their defense and special defense goes up. By a non-insignificant amount. Oh boy.
That special defense buff is wild.
Considering Slick Spoon is a thing, I guess it's not that wild anymore.
And then look at that Zacian nerf, quote unquote.
Oh look, a nerf. Oh wait, there isn't one, because it still cucks Dragapult. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, that good old 0.4 second stun duration nerf.
Why does it still have a stun? Who knows?
It also slows, by the way. They didn't touch the slow at all.
Icicle Spear.
Yeah, how you like it, the Icicle Spear nerf, quote unquote.
Is there a nerf? I can't find it. Where is it?
Are you noticing a pattern?
I'm noticing a pattern, but at least it's sooner than the last one. Tired of your extended family butting on your marriage. Hey Kit Kat, how are you? I'm sorry. It's that way. You only get, it's a big event. They gotta be nosy. I certainly want to know everything. By the way, tell me everything.
I'm not sure how... I don't think the Surging Strikes nerf is enough either.
Surging Strike.
But it is going in the direction I like it to. I'd like Surging Strikes to damage to be nerfed.
I like the Freeze Dry cooldown. I like that. I like that change.
Yeah, what about every other move?
Too bad the Icy Wind still crits.
Lapras actually got pretty good nerf. Gutted the damage. And they super gutted the damage on a Unite move nerf. On the Unite move. Well, not super gut. I don't know. I'm not sure actually.
I don't know about that Surging Strikes. I don't know if that's enough. Feels a little shy. We'll see. They nerfed Lapras Water Pulse damage again, huh? That's their plan? Alright.
They increased the bubble cooldown though by 2 seconds.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And then check out the Unite move, damage nerf. Check out that nerf.
It's a decent It's a decent damage nerf. Unite move. Oof. That's a big hit.
That's a good hit. And unfortunately, its stuns still last like 20 million years.
If only you could move during knockup.
Dojo, how do you like that Dojo nerf? You like that Dojo nerf?
Look in here. Boosted attack.
Okay.
Not bad. I don't
It,
know if boosted attack was really the problem on it.
oh, it's drill pack. Now it made the try attack move even worse. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure try attack's about bad, actually. Or at least balanced.
It might be. Just
Congratulations.
with how easy you can get out, it might be balanced now.
Congratulations, you balanced the worst moveset. What about the other one?
What about the other one? Because jump kit's been fundamental from
Azumarill.
the beginning.
You
Power. So that's his crit. That's his passive. Crit ratio increased. So
pretty
he just
good.
does more
That's
damage.
like a
But only to a single target.
that's still pretty good.
Yeah, because I guess when you're fighting someone with Comfey, it still counts as hitting one person. So yeah, pretty good.
Aegis slash buffs.
It's the Absol of all rounders now. Aegis slash stance change gives you more defense. Interesting. And more special defense, which is basically just trying to undo the Slick Spoon nightmare. Shadow Claw, the 5% attack, and that's it. 5% attack, that's gonna be like what? 20.
The final hit is also 10% higher.
That might be like 20 extra damage per hit. Eh.
Not
Yeah.
great.
The final one's alright. Extra 10%, so like an extra
Oh, Fox boosted attack can now be crit.
50. The Fox boosted attack can crit. Why?
Can now crit.
Why?
It's so funny though.
Why would they add crit to the best mage in the game?
It's not the best mage in the game by a long shot anymore.
Well, the EVs are semi-mage, they don't count.
They got power crept hard.
That's because all the mages got power crept. And they're still not much better.
And then movesets got revealed. Like what the movesets do and the passives.
Oh, is this the... Oh no, this is the Leafeon moves.
Let me look at your screen. Oh my god.
My god. Why? Yeah, they can hear me. I think they can hear me. We'll never know.
I can hear you.
Excellent. F Buzzwole, in particular. Leafeon moves. Oh, so here... Yeah, this is just description of the move.
Oh hey, you don't have much stream delay.
That's good.
You have like 0.5 second stream delay, it looks like.
Wild. I guess my internet's feeling good today. The Fell Stinger, user fire a sharp stinger in the designated direction to opposing Pokemon it hits. Stinger hits a wall, the user moves to the point the stinger hit. This is just Buzzwole. Oh no, this is Intellion. Oh, that's what that tether is. It's Fell Stinger. I see. Weird.
Really cool move, by the way.
Ah, its cooldown is reduced if it doesn't hit an enemy.
So it's supposed to be a hook shot. Oh,
Critical counter. Tearful Look. That's what that's called. Decreases attack and special attack. Increases your movement. Okay. Deals increased damage with an increased critical hit rate. Standard. Nothing or plus. Less cooldown. Makes sense. Acrobatics. It seems like it's kind of just a combination of double hit and blaze kick. User hits an opposing Pokemon or a wall, so it's more like jump kick. It can glide in a designated direction again. User hits an opposing Pokemon, damage, and decreases its movement speed. Every time it's used, it gets one critical counter. Can be used while attacking with liquidation, which is, I imagine,
Amazing.
the rapid fire Razor Leaf,
It's a
basically.
rapid fire. That sounds so fucking cool.
It sounds very cool.
Being able to just flip it. Being able to. It's like icicle spear with a dash while being able to dash.
It's like being able to Razor Leaf while Spirit or Shadow Sneak is up. That's pretty cool.
No, it's more like liquidation's pretty much just icicle spear too. It's sure hit.
Well, yeah, but so is Razor Leaf.
There's like not sure hit. If it gets out of range, you can't hit them. I'm pretty sure you can still hit them with liquidation.
It also doesn't last long enough for them to get out of range, really. Increases the first glide's travel distance, so it just has a longer initial dash. Here's Blaziken, which looks really cool.
Wait, you forgot to do Inteleon's second moveset?
Oh, right. Water Gun, which is just the starting move. Has a chance of being crit. Alright, so it looks like all of his moves have the ability to crit.
Yep.
Well, obviously the two that are supposed to crit do, but Snipe Shot, which is our Spirit Shackle, as a user aim in the designated direction, fire projectile dealing damage, while ignoring their special defense. Rough. They've really power crept, because this is going to massively just outclass Decidueye. Farther away the user is from the opposing Pokemon, the more damage it does. The move has a set chance of becoming crit. Classic. 3 uses kept in reserve. Oh. Decreases the time it takes to store a use of this move. Cooldown 2 seconds. Alright. Oh, that's before you can
You ready
fire
for that
another.
one?
That's cooldown before you can fire another one, not how long it takes to get another one.
I wonder how long it takes to get another one, though.
I imagine it's just going to be copy paste of Spirit Shackle. Liquidation is a rapid fire. As the user continually firewire projectiles, damage. If it hits 0 times placeholder in a short period of time, damage the opposing Pokemon takes will be increased. We have a set chance of critting. Can be used while moving via acrobatics, and you can just walk during it. Increases the number of projectiles and cooldown 7 seconds. That's rough. But I guess it doesn't do a lot of damage if you don't have a crit up. Azure Spy Vision. Once again with the weird Unite move. See a nearby Pokemon. I wonder if it works on Sableye Stealth.
It does.
Doubles crit
It
rate.
does.
Interesting. Good to know. It does reveal Sableye. User gains crit counter over a short time, so you just basically always crit.
He puts on his spy gear.
Spy gear. There's the passes. Deals damage to nearby Pokemon. Aerial Ace. So Blaziken has Aerial Ace. That's the little Torchic tackle. Slashing in front of itself, dealing damage. His opposing Pokemon. Move can be used again, so it's like Fury Swipes on Zorua. Has the user unleash a Flaming Punch, dealing damage. The direction can be changed during the move. For a short time, it can be used again. More damage. Cooldown 6. As users start charging power in places, overheat. That's the word I was trying to think of. Is used again. And after the user started charging, the user unleashes a flaming kick in the designated direction, dealing damage. The longer power is charged, the more damage it deals. If it's fully charged, it also shoves. I don't know why there's 2 cooldowns. I guess it's whether you cancel it or not. Increases the damage dealt to opposing Pokemon. Upgrade. Ember, small ball of fire, increasing movement speed. All the new Pokemon get all the good movement abilities. We found passive chlorophyll, so it is chlorophyll. Not in tall grass, it charges and gets a boosted attack, and it has its movement speed increased. Interesting. So it's a speedster that's not supposed
It's
to
the
be in grass.
grass. Don't touch grass challenge.
Lol. But I'm made of grass. Italian passive sniper, increased damage to opposing Pokemon lands a critical hit, so it just has a natural scope lens. Pokemon's near a wall, it's camouflaged, and opposing Pokemon are unable to target it. Just near a wall always? Yikes. 1 crit over a set amount of time while camouflaged. When a critical counter is consumed, next basic attack that has a set chance of critting is guaranteed, which is everything as far as I'm aware. Except the ult, I think. But the ult doesn't do damage, so. Blaziken in passive, Blaze. Enemy Pokemon with a basic move, Fire Fragment, so it's the same as Cinders. Hitting opposing Pokemon 5 times, additional damage, and heal you. Interesting, that's different. So when it's at half HP or lower, it heals more.
Also, one thing about Inteleon's invisibility, it is not complete invisibility like
Like Sableye.
Sableye.
Yeah.
It is. It makes it Yeah, it's like the semi-transparent shit you see in movies.
It's like translucent.
Like it's like Predator.
Yeah.
The Predator invisible.
That is rough. That right there is rough. Hello, Marvelous.
It's still really hard to say it though.
Just a statement. It's a statement. It's stress. Being wed is stressful. We've also got some Leafeon gameplay here. Isn't that neat? Fun. Is it working? It's working. There we go. Listos? So we can take a look at it in action. There was also a Spraggles video that had this, but it was a little unclear. So let's see if we can see some of this. Let's skip ahead a little bit. Skip ahead 30 seconds just so they have the moves. This is Leaf Cutter.
Are you ready for EV to face roll the controller?
Yeah, I am. It's no different than Sylveon. Smash all your buttons, always. Always! Yeah, so you can bring Leaf Cutter back to you.
And if all 5 leaves hit, it gives you a shield.
Right. Like Espeon Psyshock, but instead of stun, it's a shield. Which is ironic, because you think it would be... You'd think that Espeon would get the shield, and Leafeon would get the stun. But for some reason, speedsters have to have survivability. And attackers need stun. Even though those are the 2 things that they're supposed to not have. I guess they really just want this to be a solo game.
To be fair, I don't think speedsters should have stun either.
Fair, but I would also say them getting a shield makes less sense. Case in point, Zera's, which they nuked out of orbit. I feel like Speedster's getting awkward, easy to miss stuns makes sense, because it's stuns you're supposed to hit when you're ambushing them in a bush and no other time. Like Zera's discharge, boosted attack thing. And very much not like Gengar's Dream Eater. The level up sound is very loud.
Well, they really want you to know they're leveling up.
So it has leafage. Kinda, basically. Leafage, but twice. And it gives you a shield. If you Espeon Psyshock it. How much damage does that ult do?
You're about to find out. It does that much.
1200. Level 11 at 6 minutes, that's not that much damage, realistically. Especially in a bot game. That's really not that much damage.
It does more damage the closer they are to the center of the attack.
Yeah, that was like the center, though. They were directly on Dreadnought.
It is also like at 1 health.
Maybe.
I don't think it, I'm pretty sure it doesn't overcap the damage like that.
I don't know if farm does or not. I know people don't. It's an even 1200 though, which is kind of suspicious. It's not impossible, but it is improbable. I would almost call it a placeholder damage calculation. It was so easy.
I mean, Dreadnought also has, like 0 defense.
Or maybe it does execute damage and it's capped. Maybe. A lot of options. Could be a lot of things. What that told us is that we don't know. We just have to wait for them to use the ult again. Like right about here. Or not.
Nope.
Like right about here.
Got a face roll.
Panic
He's
ult.
face roll.
Never mind. Crit for 2000 with a boosted attack. Alright.
It's also like enhanced damage and reduced defense for, since it's that one bot mode, offline mode.
Yeah.
It's steroids is your stats.
Even without steroids, critting for like, that would probably still be like 1500 wild. There's the ult. Looks like it did 1100 there. But that was just the initial part. Oh no, that was a leaf cutter. The initial part just did 1100. That's crazy. So the second hit is the second hit does just about as much. Well, it does more, but the initial hit also does a lot of damage. That's good to know.
It's a point and click too.
Yeah. Well, the first one is anyway. The second one, I guess you can eject button out of it. In the words of Spraggles. Here we've got the other moveset, it looks like. Solar Blade. It's so fast when you have full chlorophyll charge. It is so fast. Okay, so that was it charging normal. Oh no. Oh yeah, this is what the charge normally looks like.
Now here's what's probably going to be the broken moveset.
Yeah, so that's what it normally looks like. You can use it before it's done. So you can react to it when they don't have full charge, but when they do have full charge, you're not dodging that.
It's Wicked Blow again.
Pretty much. Except on a character that can actually die, because they have less health. Jeez.
Actually, it's plus gives it reduced damage. Its plus gives it like the Wicked Blow damage reduction thing.
Weird. Why do they want speedsters to survive so much?
Also, you can cast this instantly without any wind-up if it's fully charged.
Only when they have boosted.
Like this.
Like this. Slap. And so that is going to be rough. At least they have to not be in a bush when they do it.
It's also a level 4 speedster.
So you can buffer the moves. Interesting. It is a level 4 speedster. It's a lane speedster. Very rare. If I remember rightly, Leaf Blade also increases your chlorophyll gauge. Yep. You missed. Well, at least you can miss Solar Blade. It suffers.
You can also miss Wicked Blow. Like,
it's a lot harder to miss Wicked Blow, though.
I think it's easier to
You can't change the angle either. Once you're charged, you're locked in. So it's a lot easier to miss, but it also has no charge. But you see them coming at least.
I think it's Wicked Blows. I think Wicked Blow's technically easier to miss through its range, but like you can at least aim it.
Yeah, but you can aim it. We can tell that Solar Blade is going to be the skill build, so this is probably not where we're going to see randoms use. Leaf Cutter is much easier.
I think that's where we're going to see the random use, actually. I think that's exactly where.
Well...
And they're not going to use it well.
But that doesn't mean they're going to win with it. Much like Zacian's picking Metal Claw.
That's why they're picking it. They always try to pick the worst possible build for them.
Interesting, it has the exact same, It has the same charge-up graphic as, I believe it's Vine Whip on Comfey? You see that again? Yeah. Also,
yeah.
Power Whip on Goodra. Interesting. I guess that's just the grass-type charge-up graphic. It's not unique to any Pokemon.
I think that's the Solar Beam model. Even though it's Solar Blade, it's the Solar Beam model. They're just slamming down a Solar Beam.
Every grass type. I think that's just the graphic they use. Any charging move with grass type is just that. Power Whip, I think, is slightly different, but still. It does show you which area does the extra damage, though, which is nice. It shows you the outside that does more damage. Yeah, in stun meta, though, Solar Blade is going to be rough, because you're not going to be able to dodge out of the way of it. That Leaf Blade has a lot of range. It's such a long dash. You're not gonna be able to run away from this Pokemon at all.
No, you're not. Especially when it leaf blades into you and then ults.
I think unless you're like Urshifu or Greninja, you're not getting away.
Zacian. But like, you don't run away as Zacian, just kill Leafeon.
I guess Mew would also be able to do that. Zacian doesn't count because Zacian can do everything. It's like the Steve in this game. Unreactable instant 2K. Yeah, but that's a lot of speedsters. Like, Pursuit is unreactable. For a human. Gengar's unreactable.
Pursuit can be predictable, though.
Predictable, yes, but so can Solar Blade. I shoot Blade in front of me.
Deal issue.
Like, with eject button, you could definitely easily dodge any Leafeon you saw coming, and you'll always be able to see it coming, because it gets punished for being in bushes. Actually, no, you keep your full charge chlorophyll while you're in a bush. So it's actually still ambush with it.
I'm pretty sure you can also eject a button Solar Blade, so you can hit them anyway.
Sure, you can eject button anything, but if they eject button like sideways, it's a 50-50.
Oh god, eject button overheat on Blaziken. That's gonna be crazy.
Oh no. That's rough. At least they can only do it like every 50 seconds. And you get overheat like every, what, 5?
You can also cancel out of overheat and make it a kick, I think.
Yes.
You can cancel overheat.
You turn it into a kick. Where was it? Overheat. Nope, that's Focus Blast. Why is it called Focus Blast? Which move is that? Oh, that's the Hadouken. Hadouken! Overheat. If it's used again, Flaming Kick. Generic kick of some kind. It turns it from Ganondorf up tilt into Captain Falcon down B. And Leafeon's moves, which I did not look at. Swift, Standard, Quick Attack. It turns.
I still think it's Me Brawler's neutral B.
Not enough punch for my taste.
It's a kick.
Yeah, but Blaziken's a kick Pokemon. All about kick. Kick bucks.
Yeah, I know. B Brawlers and Blaziken's neutral Bs are kicks.
Yeah, but it's also a punch. It's both ways. Oh, you mean like the Falcon Punch kick?
Yeah, the Falcon Punch kick. I'm pretty sure all 4 of Blaziken's moves can be used like Me Brawler's special move.
Basically, but Overheat does have them do like a standing split, which is why I connect those in my brain. It's a real just guillotine axe kick. So they have Quick Attack, they have Razor Leaf. Oh,
imagine if you can cancel a Falcon Punch.
I thought it was Leaf Cutter this whole time. Huh?
Imagine if you can cancel a Falcon Punch.
That's a turbo mode, and it is busted. As the user launch.
The slowest B reverse of all time.
Imagine if it kept its charge like Donkey Kong's punch. So you just do it almost all the way, cancel it, jab, Falcon Punch. The ground first of these moves these again. The leaves return to the user. Leaves are return. All 5 leaves guarantees shield both ways. What's the steal potential on that? Not that good. Because if I remember rightly, let me do a quick look here. At level 13, they have like 5,500 health. So even with damage reduction, the steal potential's not great.
Now that I think about it, the Falcon Punch if you can cancel it, you can just use it for invincibility frames. Or not invincibility frames, you know, the super armor.
Yeah.
You can just abuse that and just get it. It'd be like Steve, to where you can just not get, just say no to knockback.
Falcon doesn't get armor though, only Ganon does.
Falcon doesn't get armor? That's crazy.
No. Only Ganon does, and only if he does it on the ground. If you do it in the air, you still don't get armor.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. You only get armor if you do it on the ground. Wild. Same with Byleth down B. You only get armor if you do it on the ground, and you only get armor while it's swinging. What? Aerial Ace. Leafeon does just get Aerial Ace. Weird. User's next basic attack after using this move deals increased damage. Maximum of 2 uses can be kept in reserve for this move. Interesting. And you can get 2. Solar Blade Plus. As you start gathering light and filling a blade, the user brings the blade down, dealing damage. The longer it's build, the more damage. User's Core Blade, seal, no cooldown. Upgrades the user receives reduced damage while filling the blade with energy, which I think you get at level, what, like 11, 12? So not terrible, but you're probably not getting the reduced damage until like Ray. Leaf Blade has user dash and spin while slashing around itself with sharp leaves, dealing damage. The outer's ring hits, increase damage, decreases enemy movement speed, and charges the boosted gauge. Unite move,
Not
Emerald
Jakey Poo the
Tuesday.
Cinderace. Not Jakey Poo the Cinderace saying, I'm gonna focus on leveling up.
I'll focus on leveling up. User dash deals damage, decreasing its movement speed. Okay, so it also decreases your movement speed for the ult, so it's even harder to get out of than I thought. Leads up and lands with force, dealing damage. Those opposing Pokemon take more damage the closer they are to the center. Yep, that's about just what you'd expect. So Aerial Ace, and you do get 2. Interesting. And it's Razor Leaf, not a Leaf Cutter. So Aerial Ace is this kind of top dodging move. Golpeario. So you get 2. Yeah, interesting. Do a lot of damage. I don't know if it even. I don't know how much damage it does. We'll never know. It definitely does damage. How much? We'll never know. What else was there?
Hi trainers, I'm Tids. How's it?
2 new items, supposedly. Ah, here's the Cursed Bangle. Oh, so they finally found what the effects are. Received HP recovery effects weakened. Received HP recovery effects weakened for both Bangle and Incense.
And special attack, which is why they both do the same thing, but just for different like types, I guess.
Interesting. Is that just all they do? And then they're going over the patch notes.
And I'm very excited. It's going to be like the first anti-heal items that we have in Pokemon Unite. And since the current meta is comfy with its healing, the
Not anymore, it isn't.
Talk about this. We need to, and I'll get to it. But first, I don't know exactly where to begin and where to end, so I'm just going to begin. Hi, Jake, your resident content cowboy here. Yeehaw. There is so much that was just revealed for Pokemon Unite, and I'm going to try to take you through every single piece of it here in this video, and if there's something I don't touch on, I'll have some other video or somewhere I can point you to that hopefully gives you more information, because wow, what a day. First, we have this beautiful look at the new Battle Pass Hollowware for Scissor and Scyther here in 1 second. So they are the stars of the new upcoming Battle Pass. I would actually expect that we're going to see more buffs for these Pokemon. Oftentimes when a Pokemon gets a Battle Pass or something like that, they often also get a buff. I think this is to get people excited about the Battle Pass, no question, to make that Pokemon meta for a little while, absolutely. And because there are so many Pokemon on the roster that at some point you kind of take a look and you go, hey, Scissor's kind of bad right now. Let's see if we can.
They're talking about the tower defense.
Being the star of it. El Chico Eevee has come out and said that Tinkaton will not be a playable character. Mark my words, and I'm ready to be wrong about this. I'm not saying it will be playable right away. I would be shocked if Tinkaton does not make it to the game as a playable character. Maybe
I'd go so far as to say I bet it's going to be farm. Not only do I think you're wrong, Sprinkles, I think it's going to be farm, and you're going to be even more disappointed. I think it's going to be farm in the new Paldea map. Tinkaton is probably not going to be a character.
Maybe it won't. Fair enough. Maybe it won't. But we've had Boss Rush with Zacian, and Zacian was in the game, so it's not like it's impossible for a character in one of these events to be in the game. And this one is just so popular, I think it could make its way to the game. We also have some of the upgrades that you get inside the event. These empower your towers. It's like a tower defense mode, which I love Tower D. So bring it on. Bring on some balloons. We have some Blaziken moves right here.
Oh, let's go for the balloons enjoyer.
Leafeon. I have a Leafeon video on my channel if you want to learn more about that. It'll be on the public test server on Monday, so I'll be testing that live. And then for Blaziken, I have a full video of that up on my channel as well. You absolutely need to check it
McDonald's.
out.
Indeed.
Now, let's talk about a Pokemon
YouTube is
that
a wild
I think
place.
is very clearly coming to the game, and El Chico Eevee and others have essentially said so. All right, I told you we would talk about this, so here we are. This is a graphic. What would I call this? Whatever. It's a picture of things. I'm so stupid. And
that's what a graphic is, yes.
This is apparently something that was shown before Goodra came out of Pokemon that are going to be coming to the game, Pokemon that are going to be coming to Unite, and since then it's been Goodra, Lapras, Chandelier, Umbreon, Leafeon, and now we can see we have Blaziken, we have Inteleon, we have Meowscarada, which I think is definitely coming to the game. That's just my take. We have like interesting ones like Metagross, Phalanx, Mimikyu, and then finally Gyarados, a Pokemon that I think would be amazing for Unite and has been hinted at by El Chico Eevee a few times. No Tropius, interestingly enough, so I don't know if that Pokemon hit the cutting room floor, or maybe we were wrong about that, or maybe this means absolutely nothing. It could mean something, though. It really could. Now let me show you this. This is from...
You know what this rings to me? This icon rings to me exactly the same as that initial fan favorite post that initially everyone thought meant Blaziken was coming to the game, and it did not. It was just somebody's wanted characters, which would explain why Phalanx is here, and would also explain why Metagross is here.
Do you think the that leak way back when is true now, since Blaziken's been confirmed?
Didn't it also...
It revealed like everyone but Glade and Wobbuffet.
Yeah, that's right. Those were the other two on it. I don't. I think it was just someone's requested list.
I think they're like trying to make us forget about it by releasing the characters very late, like 1 year after another. I think that's what they're doing.
I don't think that the devs care that much about their community to do that in either direction. I think this is just another. I think this might end up being another graphic like that one, where it's just, oh, all the first 4 are correct, so the rest of them are right, right? Which is exactly what happened there, and then Blaziken did not come out for like another year and a half. Because Phalanx, I don't see that one happening. Except, again, maybe his farm. Metagross, kind of a wild pick for anything other than like a buff. They strike me as a shield buff kind of person. Mimikyu, sure. I could just as easily see them being like a Halloween map farm. Gyarados probably makes the most sense as a Pokemon that you start really, 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 really bad, like Tyranitar, and then you just become broken at the end. It's also kind of like Goodra.
Wouldn't Magikarp evolve at like level 4 since Gyarados is just like a level 20 evolution?
For gameplay reasons, they would probably have it evolve at like level 7 or 9.
I think they will not care and make it level 4 anyway.
Just, why not? They didn't care about anything else from the original games, but this matters.
I mean, they also made Zera's Wild Charge deal damage to itself. So do with that as you will.
I mean, they did that with Outrage too, but it's like a negligible amount. It's like, yeah, it's like, oh, it levels up early. It doesn't though. It turns into empowered Magikarp at level 4, where it can actually fight. You know what? That would actually be a really funny mechanic. What if it evolved into Gyarados at level 4, and then at level 9 it turned into shiny Gyarados? Makes absolutely no sense, but it would be really funny.
Just Mega Evolves.
They wouldn't acknowledge that. They'll never acknowledge Mega Evolution again.
You're right. They don't even know what Mega Evolution is.
Ignores the leak about Scarlet Violet DLC having Mega Evolutions. Ugh. Is it in order? Clearly not. I don't think there's... Well, that's not necessarily true. It is possible that they would have Meowscarada come out after Inteleon because of the Paldea map. They could potentially move Meowscarada as a release early up in the release schedule, just so that it coincides. Because I'm pretty sure they did that with Leafeon. I don't think Leafeon was scheduled to come out after Umbreon, but the Eevee event was like, alright, we gotta release them right after. They probably moved up Umbreons too, to be honest. Because it's very rare for there to be 3 Pokemon that are effectively... Actually 4. There's 4 now. It's very rare for there to be 4 Pokemon that are unreleased that are pretty much fully developed and functioning with move names and graphics. That's very rare. That rings to me that they probably developed Inteleon first, and they were planning on releasing that either after Umbreon or right before Umbreon, and Blaziken was scheduled to release after Umbreon. But the Eevee event came up, and they're like, Eevee's gotta release the Eevees. So it's possible that that's what happened. So maybe Meowscarada was actually meant to come out after all of these, and has since been moved up because now that they had to release both of the Eevees, they've run up against a wall for releasing Meowscarada because it has to come out with the Paldea map. So it's possible that this actually is not far off from how it's going to end up being. Because I don't know when the Paldea map or Tower Defense is coming out.
You know what? They're gonna make for the final objective in the Paldea map?
What?
Squawkabilly.
Squawkabilly. It's just a whole gang of them. The whole thing.
It's just like 20 of them coming after everyone.
And then just in the center, a Flamigo. What if it was like
No,
a
it's like
paradox Pokemon? That would be terrifying.
it's like the opposite of Rayquaza, where you have to run away from all 20 Squawkabillies, or else they'll fucking murder you.
It's like the cuckoos from Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, it's like releasing a bunch of cuckoos everywhere.
You beat up like a Flamigo or something, and then it starts squawking, and then a bunch of Squawkabillies start appearing out of nowhere. They just start
No, it would have to
flooding
be
the
like
middle.
one Squawkabilly. It would have to be a Squawkabilly because they form in like very large groups. So it would actually make sense lore-wise that it would just happen.
What were the leader ones? It was the white ones, right?
There are no leader ones. The green ones are the strongest, the blue ones are the rivals, the white ones are the rarest, and the yellow ones just beat the shit out of people.
Oh,
I
really?
think.
I thought they had a tier system.
No, there's no tier system. Well, there is sort of, because they said the green ones are the largest group.
That means they're the most common. They're the weakest. Strength in numbers. So that's an interesting idea. This is Spraggles going over Inteleon. This is Spraggles going over Blaziken. Feel free to watch those.
Even though I said on Twitter earlier that I think Squawkabilly should be a supporter, playable character.
I could see it. I don't like that it would probably have like
I don't know,
you
it
could
would
play
be
rough in
funny.
close combat though.
It would be really funny if Timmy decided to bring that in instead of like Tinkaton and other the
Instead of
popular
like
ones.
Ceruledge and Armor Rouge, we just get Squawkabilly.
I would love it because it's my favorite Paldean mod.
It wouldn't be strange. They did add Cramorant for seemingly no reason.
Good.
And Mime, which literally no one wanted.
Because it's on Ash's team, that's why. I'm pretty sure every Mon and Ash's team is in Unite, in the Paldea anime. Not the Paldea anime, the Galar anime.
Didn't he have a Corviknight?
Except Sirfetch. Except Sirfetch. That's like the only Pokemon that's not in the Unite.
Didn't he have a Corviknight?
I don't think so. I don't think he has a Corviknight.
Hey look, a background I already own. 120 coins,
Yeah,
thanks for nothing.
He has a Dragonite.
Who doesn't have a Dragonite? Everyone gets a Dragonite. Those things are like so friendly. They're everywhere, I swear.